There's literally so much shit on my bed right now that I just tried to cover up with my blanket, and I don't know if it's working, so let me know. Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Lucas, and this week I'm going to talk about my sugar daddy experience. That's kind of abrupt, but that's really all there is to it. So just getting into the story, I met this man on Grindr, and he is 50 years old, or he was at least at the time that I was talking to him a few months ago. And he messaged me. I think the first message was something along the lines of, hey, are you interested in having a sugar daddy? And most of the times those messages on Grindr are scams, but like in the off chance that it's like ever a real situation, I always reply to them and I say like, oh yeah, like what's the deal? Like what's gonna be up? Well, we started chatting for a little bit, like, cause you can't just be like, okay, give me money, like you have to talk to them a little bit. So I was like, I sent a few face pictures. He sent a few. He asked me where I was from and stuff. He lives probably like 40 minutes away from me, so it wasn't like that big of a deal or anything. And then he was like, okay, what's your PayPal? I want to send you $200 to show you that I'm serious. And at this point, I was like, oh shit, like usually like when it's like a scam, these guys will ask like for like your bank account information. They're like, oh, I don't use PayPal or Venmo because I've been scammed before, and then that's when you just block them because you're about to get fucking robbed. So I send him my PayPal, and then maybe like an hour later I get a notification saying, I need to make up a name. My Jules' name is Tom, so we're just gonna call my sugar daddy Tom. I got a notification saying, Tom has sent you $200 US, or something along the lines of that, from PayPal. And I was like, I literally did not know how to react. Like, I messaged him and I was like, oh my god, thank you so much, that's so nice. Like, this guy, like, first of all, I should say, I had never planned on sleeping with this guy. Like, I'm not about prostitution. Like, I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to have that sort of relationship with a sugar daddy or anything. He explained to me that he did not want sex out of this. He did not want, like, any sort of, like, sexual relationship. He just wanted, it's kind of sad, honestly. He wanted a friendship, and he wanted somebody, that he could, like, just treat well, I guess. I don't know. People are weird, and it was just a weird situation all around. But he did not expect sex. If he did, I would not have been talking to him. So he sent me that $200, and I was like, wow, that's really nice, thank you so much. But, with PayPal, if you send money through PayPal, it takes out, like, a small fee. So I was like, oh, well, it took out a fee. I only got, like, 190. Are you sure you sent 200? This is kind of bad, honestly. And he was like, oh, don't worry, I'll fix that, winky face. And he sent me another $50, like, right then. So I had, like, basically $250 in my PayPal account just for existing. We talked for, like, probably a week and a half to 2 weeks, and he just randomly sent me, like, another $100. It's a crazy situation, and I don't know if I will ever have another experience like this again in my life. Literally, the first thing I bought with, the money that he sent me was a pair of Calvin Klein underwear. So, after we'd been talking for a little while, he was like, I want to meet you. And this was around my birthday, so he was like, I'll give you, like, a birthday present, like, whatever you want, basically. So I was like, shit, what do I want from this literal, like, 50-year-old man that's willing to buy me anything, but, like, with limits, of course. So, I told him that I wanted this pair of Gucci sneakers that were like $600 or something like that, and he was like, oh, well, we'll see, if you come see me, maybe I'll get that for you. So he was like, hey, you should drive up here after school and come meet me. So I was really freaking nervous. Like, I don't know this guy. Like, he says he doesn't want sex, but, like, this is literally the internet. Like, people lie about who they are all the time. So I was like, okay, I'll meet you, but I have this meeting that I have to be at a certain time, so I can only spend about 45 minutes to an hour with you. He was like, okay, that's fine, like, whatever. And I was like, also, I only want to be in public with you. Like, I hope you understand, like, this is kind of a weird situation. Like, I would be uncomfortable if it was just the two of us, like, in an apartment or a hotel or something. And he was completely understanding. Like, This is the weirdest situation ever, and I cannot believe that I'm telling it to a camera right now. So we agreed to meet at this Burger King in this town that he was at that was about 30 minutes away from me. Did not tell my mom what was happening. I was like, I'm going to eat in this town with some friends. I'll be back later tonight. She was like, okay, honey. She knows about it now. I told her all about it, and she freaked out. That's a story for another time, but whatever. So she knows now, but at the time she didn't know what I was doing. And I drove up there by myself, met this man at this Burger King. He paid for my Burger King, of course. And we talked for about an hour. And then when I was like, okay, well, I need to get going, like, I didn't, like, mention the president or anything. I feel like that'd be a little, like, rude, I guess. I don't know, sugar daddy etiquette. So when I said that I needed to leave, he, like, immediately took out his wallet and opened it and started, like, pulling these bills out under the table. Like, I couldn't see what he was pulling out. And he was just, like, counting them off. And I was, like, just sitting there waiting. And he hands me this wad of cash over the table, like, kind of discreetly. Like, I didn't want to count it right there. Like, I feel like that'd be really weird. But it was, like, a wad of cash. Because he also gave me, like, gas money for driving 30 minutes. Like, definitely way too much gas money. Like, more than I needed for the drive, but, like, not complaining. So, you know, I said goodbye and that it was nice to meet him, and that hopefully I'll see him again soon sometime. Got in my car, counted the wad of cash. It was basically $600. So that's pretty dope. But unfortunately, I never saw him again. I know because my messages just don't deliver. He blocked my number. Don't really know why. Kind of sad about it, honestly, but, you know, it was a good time in my life that I will never forget. This was basically just a quick little video that I could film and edit and post really fast because it's currently Thursday and I usually upload on Fridays, and I missed last week and I don't want to miss 2 weeks in a row and I didn't know what to do. So I figured I would tell this fun little story for you guys. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe and comment down below. Hopefully I will be back next week with a new video, and I will see you guys later. Bye.